Hey guys, and welcome to my Dragon Link build. So the March 2021 ban list just dropped like yesterday, and Ben 10 got limited, Union Carrier got banned, and VFD also got banned along with Zexal. So some of those problem cards just got removed. I didn't think Union Carrier deserved the ban because like it was used in a bunch of many other decks that's not Dryton, but that's what the ban list did. It did not impact Dragon Link at all. It like literally didn't touch dragons, but still I'm making an updated deck list because the metagame has changed and we need to counter the metagame correctly. So this is my updated deck list of Dragon Link, and also I'm not playing Buster Lock or any of that because it takes too many resources and bricks and it's not even consistent. So to keep Dragon Link on like the meta tier, I decided not to play it at all. If you want, you can play it for fun or something, but this is actually like serious for the metagame, and this is actually the deck list that I'm going to be using this format to duel on Dueling Book Rated. And I think this is actually the best version to play the deck. If you want to play Buster Lock and play like a bunch of bricks and stuff, then go ahead. It's really your choice, but this is the meta version, and I have made some changes from my last build. So first off, I've cut Safer to 2 copies and added in Black Metal and Darkness Metal. And I feel like this is needed because the number of starters still stays the same, and you can play Darkness Metal, which is like a really powerful card. And that's just one of my changes that I made. And I'm also playing 2 Tracer because I wanted to keep the deck like closer to 40 cards. So that's the change I'm doing. For extra deck, you usually play number 68 to counter Dryton, but since Dryton is like out of the equation, you don't have to play it anymore. So I am actually playing Nightmare Phoenix instead because Nightmare Phoenix is actually very good against Eldritch and like all those back row reliant decks like Guru. And I'm also not playing like Droll or anything anymore because Drytons are gone, and I'm playing more back row removal cards. And so this is my deck profile for Dragon Link, and I'm also including more extenders than hand traps. If you want, you can cut Noctivision to 1 copy and include more hand traps, but I feel like extenders is the way to go. I've tested this deck so much. So let's get into the combos and the test hands next. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's a great way to support me and the channel, and it notifies you every time I upload. So for this combo, you just need any of these starters down below and World Legacy Guard Dragon. Or you can just use an additional extender, doesn't matter. So you can use Black Metal, Safer, or Chaos Space and World Legacy. Or if you want to go for that additional disruption, you can use your Chamber Dragon Maid and an additional extender. So in this case, if you use Chamber, you will end on an extra Tidying, which is like a high impact bounce. So that's the only difference. I'm just going to be using Safer, so I'm just going to put the rest back. Any of them work, but I'm just going to start with Safer. So first off, just use your starter to get into Seals. So don't go into Romulus yet, just get into Seals. And also you need to use your World Legacy Guard Dragon. And if you were using Chaos Space, you need like 1 additional monster in your graveyard as well. So whatever you discard should be able to get World Legacy Guard Dragon. And then you have Striker Dragon will search Boot Sector Launch, and then you can get out your Black Dragon. So at this point you can get out Seals. Don't make Romulus yet, you'll see why. And now you have your Black Dragon effect in the graveyard, and you can use its effect to search your White Dragon from your deck. And the reason you're not making Romulus is because you just don't need it right now, and you have everything you need to combo, so you can just make it later in the combo. So you can summon LP and use World Legacy to move it in the zone right below Seals. And now you can go ahead and use your LP effect and summon Brotar from your deck. So that's the zone where 2 Link monsters are pointing. You can summon Black Metal here if you don't have the discard, but the only difference is that you get an extra hand rip. So you can discard and search your Lavineer from your deck, and if you want, it can be Black Metal as well, just no if you don't have the discard. Now you can link it into Pisty and use its effect to bring back Brotar. It's actually the only target in your graveyard. And now you can link your guard dragons off into Romulus. So you can make Romulus now because you had all the resources before. Just make it later in the combo. So you search your Dragon Ravine, and now you can activate it and discard and pitch Apsarautor from your deck. And now you have access to your rocket engine, since Apsarautor will search a rocket directly from your deck. So you can definitely search Tracer, and now you can bring out Tracer using your Boot Sector launch, and you basically have full combo at this point. So you can banish 3 and summon your Levineer. Make sure to banish 3 darks and use its effect to hand rip 1 from your opponent. So just rip a card out, and then you can safely go into your Appaloosa right below Seals, and that's 3 monster negates. And now you can use Tracer effect to pop your World Legacy and summon Recharger, and now you can go into your Barlowed Savage Dragon. So you can end on 1 Omni negate with Savage. Always put Savage in defense because Lightning Storm's a thing, and then you'll have to waste your negate on the Lightning Storm. So you have the 1 Savage Omni negate, the Seals to bounce, and you also have your Appaloosa. So Seals can summon something like whatever you want during opponent's turn as well, so that can also make a difference. And if you opened Chamber as your starter with that additional extender, you will also have an extra Tidying in your hand, which is like an extra disruption during opponent's turn. So that's the combo. Let's get into test hands next. So this is the first test hand, and we have Tracer, Chaos Space, Chamber, and Black Dragon, and Tidying. So I'm just gonna spin right through. So we're starting with Chamber, and it doesn't look like we really have any extenders here except Black Dragon, but it's actually kind of hard to get a light in the grave. So I'm gonna decide to go into Romulus first and get the light monster in the graveyard. And I'm also gonna discard Chaos Space because that just generates so much advantage. And Seifert will get banished for Black Dragon. And now we have like double dragons here. So we have LP and search White Dragon. And now you can summon your White Dragon, and Chaos Space will just get you more advantage. It's like a +2. So you have to link into Striker first because you don't want to keep 2 guard dragons on the field that are like completely open without using their effects. So if you do that, then it's actually pretty bad for you. If your opponent does something, both your guard dragons are gone. So now Brotar discard 1 of the Tidyings, and you can go into Seals. That was a misclick. I accidentally threw it in the grave. So Seals would go in the extra monster zone, and now you can go into Pisty. So this is like your best way to do guard dragon combos if you don't have Seals in the extra monster zone. So banish 3 darks and summon your Levineer now, and at this point I just wanted to go into Appaloosa as fast as I could, and Tidying can banish itself as an extender as well. So you have Appaloosa there, and now Tracer can summon Savage, and you have the exact same end board from your combo, and you have 2 other cards in your hand, and you also have Tidying. So that's basically like one of those one combo, and this is actually a really good board, and I'm actually very happy with it. So for this test hand, we somehow managed to draw Driver again. So this is kind of like a weirder starting hand, but it can still combo. So the deck can easily combo. You don't even need like too many resources to combo. And so I'm just gonna start off with Quick Launch first, because I can't use Black Dragon yet because I have no lights in the graveyard. And I have a light monster in my hand, so again, I'm not gonna make Seals first. I'm actually gonna make Romulus first so that I can actually discard my Driver, and then I can use my Black Dragon. So that's what I had in mind. So I went into Romulus first instead of Seals to discard my Driver, so I can use my Black Dragon to banish it since it's a light monster. And now you can go into LP and you have access to your Chaos Dragons. And now LP can use its effect and summon black metal from the deck because I don't have a discard at this point, so I'm going to use black metal. It just doesn't get you the extra hand rep, that's the only difference that it makes. So now Tracer will come back using Pisty, and now you can summon your seals. You're not locked into any darks or anything. And now you can bring out Darkness Metal. And now Boot Sector can bring out your Recharger, and you can banish your Black Metal to summon White Dragon. So I kind of overextended at this point by getting like 5 monsters on the field. I don't recommend doing this, but if you're sure that your opponent doesn't play like Nibiru or anything, you can go for Appaloosa with 4 counters instead of 3. So that was kind of overextending, but it's just your personal choice to do it if you want. It's like a high risk, high reward. So now you can summon Synchron using Tracer since you used your Recharger, and link it into Striker Dragon. And Striker Dragon uses effect, destroy itself and add Recharger, and then you can trigger Recharger's effect, just discard it and bring back your Recharger from the graveyard. And now you can go into Savage. That's the good part about having more Striker Dragons. They have synergy with Recharger. So it's the exact same end board, but instead of tidying, we have that extra Darkness Metal for next turn. So if you can, always keep Darkness Metal on the field because for next turn it can do a lot of damage and it's just a good card. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.